Hey, I'm Pete the Plumber. Plumbing is what I'm all about. From emergencies to catastrophes, from brand new shiny renovations, let me and my team show you how to get it done and done right. Calgary, we've got you covered.
Well, we're here in historic Capitol Hill in Northwest Calgary. These houses here, this one, our client, is original house, so it built in the 50s, 70 years old, wanting to update their bathroom. They've done a little bit of work here and there and actually found a need for it because they noticed some cracking of grout and some tiles in their tub surround. And that's always a telltale sign that there could be mold or mildew in behind there, and the waterproofing's failed.
Again, older neighborhood. These houses are at least 40, 50, maybe 60 years old. We had galvanized piping, we had cast iron piping, we had galvanized water lines. We had all the old stuff in this one. You rip it all out. You get all that piping. Whenever you see it, you cut it out and get the plastic, because there's nothing better than plastic. It's gonna last till me and you are 6 feet under. It's gonna be there for 100 years. Fantastic renovator. I love working with him. I know it's gonna be organized and done right.
So we got all our roughings done, the drywall got done. I mean, it was triple the work to peel off drywall, because you can't take it off in a single piece. It comes off layer by layer, but triple drywall here and behind me. This was the molded wall here where you saw the glass blocks. Now I've got a nice awning style window. They can still open for ventilation. Frosted glass for a little bit of privacy, and our waterproofing. And this is the most important part. When we talk about beautiful spaces, that's really important, but built right is even more, because that's what lasts, that's what stands the test of time.
Up in this area, again, it's old. These were built, some in the 40s and 50s, a lot of them in the 60s, and they're getting renovated. The people have gone, and they've got new owners, younger owners, and they're looking to finish stuff off. You want to cut out all the old piping. You don't want to band-aid it. You don't want to tie into it. When you see it, cut it right out. Get rid of it. Cast iron rots. After 40, 50 years, you'll start seeing the pimple holes in it and bleeding on the outside. Galvanized chokes itself like a hardening of the arteries. You want to get rid of these. They will not last. Cut out the galvanized, cut out the cast iron. You're going to invest in this. Obviously, you're moving in and renovating. You're putting good money into it. Spend it smart. Spend it smart. Cut out the old piping. Get the new stuff in.
You know, it's mostly an update for these clients. Again, I think the previous owner had done something. Probably, I'm going to guess it's about 20 years ago. So there was actual drywall there rather than lath and plaster that you find in these houses. But mostly it was an update. I wanted to find, again, more storage and find a way to bring some natural light into the bathroom, but not necessarily through glass blocks.
Pete the Plumber here with some kind of new news. I didn't know this. I thought last year the Veterans Food Bank closed down, but apparently it hasn't. Mike, how are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
What's going on here today?
Well, a group of the veterans got together after the other one had closed down and said, no, we still need this. And with Murray's help, we've put it together, and this is Veterans Helping Veterans, so we can help our brothers and sisters in need.
Awesome. Now, when you say Veterans Helping Veterans and starting again, how many are we talking? What? How many veterans are
300.
300 in Calgary alone?
Just coming out of this facility alone.
Wow.
We've yet to find, and more to come and find us.
Good for you guys. That's awesome. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. I wondered where they were going, but I had no idea the number. So good for you guys, and good for Marie getting a hold of me.
Absolutely.
You need more hot water. Explain why we need more hot water.
We need more hot water. Once a month, we have veterans dinners that we have in the back here. Every Thursday, we're having our Soup Thursdays. And we need some hot water to wash the dishes and keep everybody happy and safe.
Oh, just kind of clean up and maintain everything. Well, there you go. Well, that's great. We're here to help. I got a hold of Stringer Sales, which reps Ream hot water tanks, which is my favorite hot water tank, as you all know. And I got one of my guys up here, Chris. He's been great. He's been with me for years. We'll see if he can maneuver everything around and make everybody happy. And we're going to take care of you.
Absolutely, appreciate it.
No problem at all. Thank you.
Thanks, Pete.
Let's go check on Chris. I got a call from Maureen at the Veterans Association Food Bank. And first of all, I was shocked because I remember hearing months ago, I thought they closed the food bank. I thought, that's terrible. And then all of a sudden Marie calls me and she says, we've opened up again. And I go, awesome, great, that's super. We need hot water. And I says, I'm coming over. Long story short, it's not a kitchen there. It's they get cans and food and all that in and distribute it to the veterans, the much needy veterans, and some is very sad, the stories, but they're there for them, which is so fantastic. So they need a bigger hot water tank. So they had a small, I think it was a 6 or 8 gallon, we put a 40 gallon in.
Yeah, so we're basically cutting out the old tank, and then we're just putting a new one here, upgrading it, just because you can't put a big tank like this up on the ceiling. So yeah, we're basically cutting the lines out upstairs, and then we're tapping in here, and then for the cold line, and then the hot line, we're going to have to shoot up just parallel with this line and tie it into the hot upstairs.
Your experience with Legacy Kitchen starts with a visit to our showroom, where our designers and craftsmen are committed to creating a kitchen that suits your home and lifestyle. We coordinate every aspect of the design and renovation process, taking you from an idea to reality. For over 3 decades, we have proudly served Calgary homeowners and home builders with premium kitchen design and renovations. Legacy Kitchens, we are with you all the way.
I'm going through bankruptcy and urgently need expert advice with all the paperwork.
My account has been garnished and I don't know what to do.
My husband suddenly passed away and I'm at a loss in dealing with all the taxes.
We can help fix your accounting problems. We've been doing it for over 20 years and we can fix your problems today.
We're here to help you. Call us today.
Welcome to Pacific Hut, where great food and great people come together. Classic Filipino dishes and delicious all-day breakfasts in comforting Filipino-style cooking. Bring your family and come in today. Pacific Hut.
Hi, I'm Pete the Plumber. I don't clean ducts, I don't clean furnaces, I replace them. But when I want them cleaned in Calgary, I call my buddy Annie. He's even got a camera.
That's right, Pete. We have the right equipment to manage any size job. Calgary's a pet-friendly city, and air quality is key to a happy home and a happy life. We do residential and commercial, and we don't get paid until you are happy.
And that is why Annie is my #1 reference for duct cleaning in the city of Calgary. We can't, no sense running the cold down there. We got the cold right here. So just tee into the cold and pop in the cold and cap, but you got to cap the cold. Don't just leave the valve. We had to relocate it at a different place. I had to talk to the landlord because they were renting and this and that. So you got to go through all your channels to make sure everybody's happy. But we got them the 40 gallons of hot water they needed. Okay, I'm in front of a whole bunch of fighting men here, and they're in my way of getting through to this tank, but Chris is working away. Gentlemen, one question. Where have you served?
Royal Canadian Air Force.
Where? Location?
Greenwood, Nova Scotia. I tracked Soviet nuclear submarines.
Nuclear subs?
Me, I served 15 years in Europe.
In Europe? Where, but what countries?
Well, Germany.
All over?
No, Germany.
Just Germany?
Just Germany.
Watching those guys.
Well, Italy. Iroquois.
A Canadian Navy based out of Esquimalt.
Okay.
PPCLI, Calgary. Royal Electrical Mechanical Engineers out of Calgary.
PPCLI, Calgary, Gagetown, New Brunswick, and Wainwright.
CFB Cold Lake.
boy, oh boy, oh boy, a big arrangement of all over the place, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for serving our country, protecting it, monitoring it, whatever job you did. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. This is just one little thing that Reem, Stringer, and Pete the Plumber can do for you gentlemen. So thanks for allowing us to come in here and help you out. Thank you very much.
And thank you for helping us.
I got to meet many veterans, which was great because I've never been in the Army. I don't think if any of my family has, I didn't know they were. It was amazing, some of the stories that we actually couldn't even talk about on camera. They were so sad. But it's just one of these places we have to have open for our veterans. We have to be there for our veterans. They give so much of their life to the service and our protection. We have to give back to them.
This one definitely has more wire lines than usual though. So we'll have to cap off a few lines upstairs, that way the water runs. But then once they decide to move, it'll be a nice easy job for someone to rehook that tank up.
Hot water tanks. Everybody's got one. Everybody needs one, unless you have a tankless or a boiler. I shouldn't say everybody. Probably the majority of Calgarians have them. I'm thinking 95%. The average tank in the city of Calgary lasts about 9 to 11 years. I know your uncle has one that's 15, 16 years old, fine and dandy, but the average tank, and we do over 200 of them a month, so I know how busy they can be. A couple of things you'll notice when the biggest thing is when your hot water's not giving you the demand you want. When you start having to turn it up after 7, 8, 9 years because the burner's getting tired, the gas valve getting tired, maybe some debris in them, they need to be changed. So proactive or reactive? If your tank is right around that 10-year mark, get prices. Phone around, get prices, find out your warranty, because you don't want to be reactive. Once a year, you should be checking the drain them and flush them. So hopefully your hot water tank has a brass drain valve. This one has a screw stop on it, a brass drain valve. Put a hose on it, drain it out once a year into the floor drain, get all the scale and debris and hard water that might be accumulating in the bottom, flush it out, turn this off, pressurize your system again, and away you go. What you want to do is turn off the water, go up to your kitchen sink and open up the hot side. Nothing will come out, but it will introduce air into the system so you can drain it. Once a year do that and never ever touch your T&P valve or we'll be replacing it. Probably in 6-7 months you'll be cranking her up and you'll have a little bit of dribbling coming out of the bottom line. We'll have to come over and change that T&P valve. Never ever touch it. If it starts dripping, we have to change it. It's your last line of defense. Never ever ever open up the T&P valve. You never ever touch this. I've just opened it there. There's a tension spring in there. As you can hear, you never open this up. A lot of people think they'll introduce air by opening that. They will, but now your T&P valve is weakened a little bit. Weakened a little bit every time, and it's there for the pressure in the tank to secure it for a safety device, not for a drain valve. So better to be proactive than reactive. Your insurance company will really thank you.
When you have a Canada outdoor kitchen, you get more out of life. Add a whole new dimension to how you use and enjoy your home. Enjoy family and friends, and extend your outdoor cooking, dining, and living experience all year round. Canada Outdoor Kitchens. Dream big, live well.
We at The Landscape Artist have been transforming Calgary landscapes for 40 years, serving this city and surrounding areas with smartly designed creative outdoor living spaces. Crafting your outdoor oasis has never been easier with amazing results. You'll enjoy working with our creative design team as we take your vision from dream to a reality. You deserve a place to unwind, a place to think, and a wonderful place to entertain. Call our firm today for your free consultation. The Landscape Artist, award-winning design and construction.
We need to replace our kitchen cabinets.
You've come to the right place.
We have an idea, but...
You can sit down with one of our designers. That's one way we try to make your life easier.
I don't want to be assembling cabinets on my weekend.
Hey, the only Ellen you'll ever need is that guy.
Renovating is fast and easy with the help of our cabinet experts.
I love these cabinets.
No longer a contractor's best kept secret. We provide pre-assembled cabinets right here in the great city of Calgary. Get your cabinets right here.
Well, this was an interesting one, the emergency hot water tank, which happened on the weekend, I believe. And our producers challenged us. They made the calls, they called around, because all I've heard is pizza, the best price of pizza, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going on like this all the time. And they said, we'll see if Pete is the best price and the best service. So they called around, and I believe to two other we were one of three.
Okay, so what's going on today?
Well,
Talk to me.
So it cut out a couple times this week.
Okay.
The water wasn't hot. So I came down here, tried to relight the pilot. The other lady on the phone told me that she couldn't give me a price on the phone.
We don't do pricing over the phone because the honest truth is, Jose, when you have a situation where you have a non-plumber calling a non-plumber,
yes, sir,
a lot of the times you can end up with a disconnect in communication. With that, the way we work our pricing is the ladies did explain the dispatch and travel to you.
Yeah, I'm prepared to pay for that dispatch fee.
That's what brings my smiling face to your door here, Jose.
Okay.
From here,
that's $139 or is that the $69?
No, it's $69.95.
Okay. So it's over here, man.
Okay.
I just put a light in there for you.
Okay, perfect.
Now there was a guy here earlier because I'm trying to get everyone's quotes.
Yeah.
So, boy, they're a little pricey. Yeah, and I know once you look at it, you'll be able to give me a price quote. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know I have to pay $139.95 just in case, like just for you to come out.
Yeah.
But I wanted to, and I'm fully aware of that. I just wanted to know all my options. Because I even talked to Action Furnace, to Pete the Plumber, and Mr. Mike's Plumbing.
Okay.
So a couple of the stories that I'd heard from my friend the cameraman was, number one, he had a hidden camera there. So he caught all of this, which was great. And he was shocked, I guess, lack of a better word, that he had to pay just for a visit. You should never, ever have to pay for a visit. It should be my privilege to come to your house to do work in your castle. And that's the way Pete the Plumber treats everybody. It's our privilege to come to your house.
In our day and age, it's all about options. It's not about telling you how to run your home. It's about offering you options. If you wanted to go ahead at the end of the day and replace this tank, then we're more than welcome to help you. But the way we work is we don't charge you parts and labor. Okay?
Oh, okay.
This here is what we call a straightforward pricing guide. Okay?
Straightforward pricing. Okay.
Yep. So when we go through our options,
yes, sir,
all of our parts and labor in our pricing is included. So you know exactly what you're getting into before any work gets completed.
That's what I was hoping to get on the phone, because when I called...
So what we do is when we offer you those options, we say this is the option. You can go with this, this, or this.
Okay.
And then you decide which option you would like to go with, and that's when we present you with a price if you so decide. Okay.
And companies want to charge you $50, $60, $70. Give me your Visa number and I'll send the technician over, but we're charging your Visa $50, $60, $70 and we're going to give you a price.
What are we looking at here for?
$17.99 installed.
Let me write that down. Is this the weekend rate or the regular rate?
That's the weekend rate. Our webpage special for a 50 gallon is $15.99. But webpage special after hours is $17.99.
But if we do the job, we'll take that $60 or whatever it is and put it into the price. So they kind of fool you.
I'm shopping around. I called Pete. They gave me an upfront price. I called Mr. Mike's. They gave me an upfront price. Action Furnace.
There's companies out there that can give you upfront pricing.
Okay.
But the difficulty I have is that without being in your home, how do they know exactly what pricing to offer you? You can get cheap or you can get good, all right? Very rare in this day and age, Jose, do you ever get the same in the same place.
They say, well, I guess everybody does that first of all. And then, I guess if he goes ahead, my $60 will be saved. And then again, by doing the homework and the research, they say, well, great, my 60 bucks will be saved, but you're charging me $300, $400, $500 more than the other guy.
I did the Google search, just plain old-fashioned Google, called everybody.
Yeah.
I was told on the phone, certain number. Is that an all-in number?
$11.39 plus GST.
Yeah.
Yep, that's all in. It's buy and install. And we take it out, drain it, no price on that.
Right.
So yeah, what we say on the phone is what we're giving you.
So that's why you call around. You always call around and get 3 quotes. And if a tradesman on any trade can't give you at least some ballparks, because sometimes, you know, getting a description from a homeowner is not easy. I'm proud I know plumbing, heating, and cooling. I'm proud of that. 36 years has made me proud of that. And I better have a good reason if I don't know your price. I can usually nail these 98% of the time. And if I can't, we will send a tech over, no charge to give you a price. Because again, it's a privilege for us to be invited to your house. That's the way we feel about it.
So your tank is 9 years old. That's the Bradford White. It had an 8-year warranty on it, so that expired about 5 months ago, the warranty on it. So you're close.
So if it was a 10-year warranty on this tank?
10-year warranty, we would do a warranty with Bradford, so we would have to install another Bradford White. The tank would be covered. You would just be paying our labor for an install, which is about $195 for the install.
So if we did this in October, I could have had a...
Yeah, if it was leaking in October, then yeah, you would have had a brand new tank on Bradford.
Good to know. And the ream is now?
There's a brand new ream, and you got 10-year warranty on the ream, so any issues within those 10 years, you're covered.
The Plumber, here with Mike from Tally Renovations. Mike, what is your secret to these spectacular kitchens in Calgary?
Every family is unique, so we have to design every kitchen for your specific needs and your specific workflow. We focus on the details you want, from prep to cooking to serving and to cleanup. It all fits in a perfect workflow for you.
And that is why Mike is my #1 referral for kitchens in the city of Calgary.
Tally Renovations. Beautiful spaces, built right.
I've done a major renovation before, and I met them, and I was just so comfortable with them. Well, this is my sanctuary, and I want a peaceful, quiet place. I wanted a place that's welcoming. I love having company, and especially my family. That's the most important thing. Every Sunday, usually my family's here. And I just wanted a place where we can all be together.
Need a truck or a fleet for a seasonal job? Don't lease it, rent it. Shaganappy GM now offers short-term rentals for our entire lineup of Chevy and GM trucks. Shaganappy GM and Cobalt Rentals. This is the new way.
I love this.
We Calgarians take pride in our work, in our outdoor spaces, and we put a lot of time and effort into making comfortable, beautiful homes.
Can't wait.
We also love our water features.
Beautiful.
And that's where we come in.
From crazy indoor water features to crafting your own outdoor nature paradise.
That's what we do. Join us as we show you what you can have with some imagination,
heavy machinery,
and skillful hands.
We are Water by Design.
Got food cravings, Calgary? Introducing Ditch the Kitsch, an Alberta-grown company here to bring you your fave dishes from restaurants across the city. Go ahead, spoil your cravings, and ditch the kitsch.
We're at Mike Lee's and we're doing the reveal. I love the finished product. I love seeing what we've done to Magic.
Well, welcome. Little bit of a change from what maybe, I mean, we're in a 1950s house here, so maybe it got updated around the 80s or 90s. And so here we are, ready to look at something a little bit new and a better use of the space. We're able to use this space to fit in a standard size tub, and that's very budget friendly. Then what you do is we're able to build in some custom open shelving here, and also we're able to give them a recessed shower niche to store, shampoo, hair products, and all kinds of stuff.
In the old houses, a lot of things can be done. We can get rid of a closet, move a hallway wall. There are certain things that can be done. Some can't be done without a beam and an engineer stamp. Mike is a master at that. He's a master at squeezing every inch out. And you think, who cares about an inch here or there, right? 4 inches here, 5 inches there. At the end, it's a nice, more comfortable room.
When we get into small spaces like this, the number one priority for most clients is storage. And you have to use the space you have. You have to use it up, you have to use it down, you have to use it in the wall. Any place that you can find it, we want to keep it, subtle and streamlined, but any place that you can find it, that's what we want to do. We want to get some more storage for people and clients. Those are the things that make a really big difference that you notice in terms of how are you living in it and how are you using it. Those are the real things that make the big differences.
He had a lot of challenges with this one, with the older house, but he did a great job. At the end of the day, we got over there on the weekend, got the producers the hot water they wanted and needed.
So the most important things to know is if you can drain it once a year, that can help out with the calcium buildup. I mean, you do have a softener here, so that does help out with that. You shut the water off to the tank first, so just like that, and the water is off coming to the tank. Put a hose on the end of here, put up to your floor drain, flathead screwdriver here just to open it up. Open up a hot tap because you do need to release the air, otherwise the water does airlock itself. And then go open up a hot tap just to release the air that's in the line. That way it'll actually flow out.
It's always good to be challenged. Everybody should be put to the test of a regular, even old Petey boy. And then the story started coming out. And it was so funny because our famous cameraman goes, I couldn't believe what he wanted beat. I couldn't believe what he was doing. I couldn't believe that he was going to charge us that.
And then when it all is all done, if you do want to just open up the tap and keep this open, and what that's going to do is it's going to flush out the bottom of the tank just to kind of get any kind of little residue or gunk that's in the bottom. Yeah, and you just have to do that for maybe 5 minutes or so, and then shut this valve off and let it fill up again.
So it was so funny, and I'm sitting there laughing away because I hear it all the time, right? Which is good, and I love that I can help people and save people money. But when it coming from him, a good friend of many years, it was even a little bit funnier. So it was great that we saved the day. The Lone Ranger came in and got away everybody else and got rid of the bad guys and got the hot water tank in.
That's it. It'll take about an hour and a half to warm up, and then you'll have hot water and you get the showers going again.
Amazing. Thank you.
No worries.
We're all done now. Got her all wrapped up. Chris did a great job. Took a couple hours, looking fantastic. Bob, in about 45 minutes, you're going to have all the 40-gallon electric hot water you need. It'll be fantastic.
Man, that's going to be great.
It will be. Nice cleanup and everything. It'll be fantastic.
It's a lot easier than didn't have no hot water.
Oh, geez.
No, we had 100 people. There's a lot of dishes to wash.
100 people would come through for the soup and the dinners. What can you tell people that you need? What do you need?
We need non-perishable food.
Non-perishable, okay.
Because we can't take milk and things like that. So we give them money in lieu of.
Okay.
So they can buy vegetable and milk and all.
Okay, so they can donate cash.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, that helps.
That's good. We're all done. They were very happy. They obviously hadn't used it yet. They were waiting for an electrician to get there, but they had no electrician that brought the wire over. And they were very happy.
We really appreciate what you guys are doing.
Well, it's all in thanks for what you did for us, what you did for the country, not just Calgary, the whole country.
But this Calgary city is the only city anywhere that I know of that does this.
It has a Veterans Food Bank?
That's it. We are the only one.
Like Winnipeg, Toronto, Vancouver, nobody?
Nobody.
Did not know that, did you? I didn't know that. Wow.
So they're all watching us now to see how we're going to do. I don't need the food because I'm lucky. But I'm helping my brothers and sisters that require the assistance.
Good for you.
Because they helped me. They were watching my back and I watched theirs.
There's times that I can come in there and do favors for people and be a superhero, but not this time. They were the superheroes. I was the sidekick bringing them some help when they needed it, because they are the real superheroes of veterans of any nation, but especially ours in Canada.